7 suspects have been charged with rape after dozens of men appeared before the Krugersdorp Magistrate Court earlier today. More than 70 people who are believed to be illegal minors were arrested during raids in the West Rand earlier this month. It follows the gang rape of 8 women. The women were part of a group who was shooting a music video near a mine dump in the area. Those who were arrested faced charges of being in the country without proper documentation, possession of explosives, ammunition and firearms, among others. Well, Malungelo Booi was in court today, joins us now live in studio. Malungelo, the big question, of course, has really been around what triggered these raids, including on those mine dumps in the first place. And it's whether or not these suspects can directly be linked to the gang rapes that took place. There seems to be some progress there.
That's right. In fact, there's mixed views, Kathy, from some of the people that had gathered outside court protesting since last week when these suspects made their first court appearance. I think today some people are of the view that more people should actually have been charged with rape, with multiple counts of rape and robbery, including for being in the country illegally, whereas others are saying that at least this is a good sign. It shows that, investigators and law enforcement officials are essentially doing their jobs. So we knew, Kathy, at least from talking to some of the people working in this case from this morning, that there would be 14 all in all people that will be charged out of that 81. So today we got a confirmation, at least from those suspects that had appeared in court, that 7 of them were formally charged today with the multiple counts of rape, including of robbery. If you recall, about 2 weeks ago, those 8 women being gang raped, and we're told that one of them was repeatedly raped 10 times at least, we're told, and they were part of a crew of about 22 people. The men who were in that crew, we're told, were stripped naked of their clothes. In fact, some of the stories, Kath, that we've heard, at least from some of these survivors, they were actually saying that some of the people that had assaulted them or violated them appeared to be children. And when you see the people that appeared in court today, with the youngest, at least we're told, being 15 years old, then it gives credence, at least from what we've been hearing from those victims.
Of course, then very serious questions that need to be answered by the authorities here, because if you have minors in this country undocumented, that's child trafficking effectively. That's also part of these syndicates that are operating as illegal mining syndicates. Let's talk then about what happens to the rest of those that have been arrested, because the initial 83, that took place the weekend after the raid. Since then, we've had scores of other people arrested. How soon are we expecting that their DNA will be processed and finalized, specifically linked to those raids?
So what we've been seeing, Kathy, is the 83 that were arrested shortly after that incident. And I think the focus from the investigation point of view, at least in this particular case, has been there, with authorities focusing on that 83. And today, at least coming out that 7 have been charged, and we know tomorrow, Kathy, another 7 will be charged, and then it will bring to about 14 in total the number of people that have been charged for this case. You're right. I mean, there have been scores and scores of people that have been arrested in raids that have been carried out by law enforcement officials. We know, though, Kathy, that each and every person that has been arrested has got to have their DNAs tested, so that if they're not linked at least to this particular crime, they can at least see if these people have essentially not committed other crimes in the country before. So that's what we'll be seeing. But what has been interesting for us, Kathy, or for me at least, is seeing the make of the people that have been charged with this crime. It's people that are coming from various countries. Here we're talking Lesotho, we're talking Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Malawi, at least those are the people that have appeared in court in relation to this particular case. We know they also face charges of being in the country illegally, and some of them have, from that original 83 you spoke about, some of them have already pleaded guilty to the charge of being in the country illegally, and some of them have, they are repeated offenders in that regard.
All right, well, one certainly hopes that there will be convictions and some form of justice for those young women that came under attack.